Biotech trading is a specialized investing strategy focused on pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, where traders take long or short positions based on deep analysis of drug pipelines, clinical trial results, FDA decisions, and competitive dynamics. Unlike most sectors, biotech stocks are often driven by binary events. A successful drug approval can send shares soaring several 100%, while a failed trial or regulatory rejection can erase most of a company's value overnight. One of the most controversial figures associated with this style of trading is Martin Shkreli, who began his career as a teenage intern at a hedge fund before founding MSMB Capital Management in 2009, where he built a reputation for aggressively shorting biotech companies and publicly challenging their scientific claims. Shkreli's strategy relied on identifying situations where he believed the market had misjudged a drug's chances of success, using his understanding of clinical data, trial design, and regulatory processes to uncover weaknesses before other investors recognized them. He became known for taking positions against biotech firms he considered overvalued, often publishing detailed critiques, and in some cases, even submitting letters to regulators, arguing against drug approvals while holding short positions in the affected companies. His approach demonstrated how valuable scientific expertise can be in financial markets, as he could analyze clinical endpoints, study FDA pathways, and assess approval probabilities with a level of detail that many traditional investors lacked. Even after his legal troubles and imprisonment, Shkreli continued making public biotech predictions based on his interpretation of clinical data and drug development risks. However, while biotech trading itself is a legitimate strategy practiced by hedge funds and professional investors worldwide, Shkreli's career also serves as a warning about the legal and ethical boundaries of market participation. Modern biotech traders focus on understanding trial results, regulatory catalysts, and risk management, often diversifying across multiple positions because a single catalyst can dramatically impact portfolio performance. Success in the field requires combining scientific literacy with financial discipline, carefully sizing positions around high-risk events, and accepting that outcomes can be highly uncertain. Ultimately, Martin Shkreli's story is best viewed as a case study in the power of biotech analysis and catalyst-driven investing, while also highlighting how crossing legal and ethical lines can overshadow even the most sophisticated market insights. Martin Shkreli built his reputation through a series of high-profile biotech trades centered on identifying what he believed were flawed drug development stories before the broader market caught on. One of his most famous positions was a short bet against entity company, Mankind Corporation. Mankind Corporation, D-insulin drug Afrezza, where he publicly argued that the product faced significant commercial and regulatory challenges while holding a position that would profit if the stock declined. He also shorted companies developing experimental cancer and rare disease treatments when he believed their clinical data did not support market expectations, often publishing detailed analyses explaining weaknesses in trial design, endpoints, or efficacy claims. Years later, he drew attention for publicly predicting a major collapse in shares of entity, company, Immune Bio, Biotechno Immune Bio untrial results, arguing that investors were overestimating the significance of the data. Across these trades, Shkreli's edge came from reading scientific papers, clinical trial reports, and FDA documents in extraordinary detail, looking for discrepancies between market enthusiasm and the actual probability of a drug succeeding. His successes demonstrated how powerful specialized knowledge can be in biotech investing, although some of his methods and market conduct later became the subject of intense legal and ethical scrutiny.